Yo, what's good, y'all? Thank you for tuning in once again to the Futuristic YouTube channel, where honestly, all we really want to do is celebrate and bring awareness to the personal development journey of single dads all across the world. In my last segment, I did a video. I did a top 10 rules to follow as a single dad, or top 10 commandments to follow as a single dad. And in that video, I promised that in the following segments, I would take each of those points that I listed and expand on each of them. And so in today's segment, I want to talk about number 10, which was to trust your instincts. Now, I have to really stress the importance that dads need to know that we have paternal instincts just like mothers have maternal instincts. And unfortunately, that's, I think, our the strength or the role that our paternal instincts actually play in our kids' lives have been kind of overshadowed over the last, probably a few hundred years now, been overshadowed by the whole notion that, mother knows best. Now, I'm not saying that, some moms don't know best, but I don't think that can be, I don't think that it's safe to say that all moms know best just because they're a mom, and leaving out the fact that dad might know best in certain situations too. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not taking anything away from maternal instincts at all, because I believe that a child benefits from the strength of the maternal instincts that their mother has just as much as they benefit from the strength of the paternal instincts that their fathers have. And so I just kind of wanted to touch on the importance of trusting your instincts as a dad, because I think, how easily it could be overshadowed. You might find yourself in certain situations where you might be questioning yourself, or you feel like you have this gut feeling that, something might be going on with your kid, or you just have this gut feeling about your kid in general. Like, you just know, or you feel in certain circumstances that you know what's best for them in that situation because you just have a feeling. Don't ignore that feeling. That's not to say that that feeling has to be unanimously agreed with, the mother of your kids or the other parent of your kids, but that is to say that you definitely shouldn't deny it because it's there for a reason. I think just by nature, in recent generations, I don't think the spotlight has been on paternal instincts as much, just because the role of the dad in the household has changed so much, over the last few generations. In earlier generations, dads weren't home during the day to really spend and invest that time with their kids during those early stages in life, because they were out working at the factory, or they were out hunting. If you want to go that far back, they were out doing like the manual labor, and a lot of times the moms were the ones who were at home spending time with the kids and having that opportunity to strengthen their maternal instincts and build those bonds with their kids in those early stages of life. But as we celebrate on this channel, and as many of you are probably aware, times have changed, over the past few generations, and now us dads are much more involved in that earlier process of childhood development with our kids. And I think along with that comes the opportunity for our instinctive paternal instincts to be strengthened along the process. I know me for sure, like, I have a strong paternal instinct that it kind of was a switch that flipped as soon as my son was born. Like, I'm pretty sure my hormones changed. I've seen a lot of research that indicates that when a man becomes a new dad, our testosterone levels decrease, and I'm pretty sure that has an impact on a lot of other hormonal balances in our body. But I think that kind of makes way for us to be able to build those paternal bonds, to build those paternal instincts for our kids. Because prior to having kids, I mean, it just wasn't in our nature to be nurturing like that. And so I think becoming a dad, and once again, I can only speak on my own personal experience, but when I became a dad, I noticed instantly that I just felt like I felt different inside. And a lot of that feeling different inside was geared towards having this like supernatural ability to be in sync with my child. I say all this to say to my dads out there who might be questioning whether or not those feelings that you have are actually valid or not, please trust and believe me that they are. Don't let society fool you into believing that your role as a dad is any less important than a mom's role as a mom. You know that they say mom knows best, but I believe that dad knows best too in certain situations. That's not to say that moms know less, but I am saying that there are certain situations where dad knows best too. And like I said, it's just been the nature of our society to kind of shape us that way into believing that that's true. A lot of, especially things like in the family court, a lot of policies and procedures are put into place that oftentimes favor the mother. And I just think that that's just the nature of how our society has evolved from past generations, where there was a time, you know, in history where that was true, that a kid probably was better off with the mom, because the dad didn't really have time to invest in, or even knew or thought of it to be a thing to invest time in those early stages of development with their kids. But now there's a lot of us dads out there who want to be involved in that process. Like, I even remember for me, when my son was first born, he had to stay in the newborn intensive care unit for about a month because he was premature. But during that month, there were many times where, I went into the section that he was at, and the nurse would offer opportunities for me to have skin-to-skin time with my son, which, to my knowledge, traditionally, that's just something that they offer to the mothers, because there's a lot of scientific evidence and research out there that indicates that early skin-to-skin contact between a child and their mother strengthens the bond of that kid and their mother throughout their entire life, which I'm pretty sure in turn also strengthens the maternal instincts of that mother. And so, being that gave me an opportunity to do that as a dad, you damn right I took it, because I wanted those same benefits of strengthening my instincts as a dad that the mother gets by doing that, as well as being given that opportunity to take part in an activity like that's known and has research to prove strengthens the bond between a parent and child. So I definitely took that opportunity, and to this day, I think that played a huge role in the strength of my paternal instincts that I have right now. And so I take that real serious. And of course, like I would encourage other dads. Maybe skin to skin with your newborn, that might not be a thing, but don't neglect the opportunity that is there for you to be able to strengthen your paternal instincts as well. And like, follow those instincts throughout your entire time, as a parent. Like, those instincts, they don't go anywhere. Trust your instincts, man. Like, don't let the don't let society fool you into believing that your paternal instincts are just like null and void. Listen to those instincts. You just gotta know that our kids need us as dads in their lives too. And also sometimes, this has happened to me several times where I've had like one of those gut feelings where my paternal instincts kicked in, and I would get in communication with my son's mom to bring up, one of those gut feelings that I've had. And she's confirmed that, what I felt was actually right and that she was feeling it too. So sometimes those paternal and maternal instincts, they work hand in hand, which is only going to result in a better outcome for your kid or your kids in the long run. Keep celebrating your growth as a man. Keep celebrating your growth as a dad. If you happen to be a single dad, keep celebrating your growth as a single dad. I do want to make sure I'm going to leave it right there for now. We'll talk about number 9 on the next video. As always, I definitely want to put my phone number on the screen because in the past I've had interactions with some of the viewers who come across these videos and find themselves in situations where they might just need a different perspective on a certain problem or issue that they're going through. And I offer my phone number for those people to reach out to me because I know what it feels like to just have somebody to talk to about some of these issues. So I'm gonna put my number on the screen. It's 414-292-7258. Also gonna put my phone number in the description below. Make sure if you know anybody who could benefit from the information that I shared in this video, please share it with them. Share it with any of your other friends who happen to be single dads, who happen to be dads, whatever. Just trying to really build a strong community of advocates for fatherhood. And so until next time, like I said, y'all keep celebrating your growth. Thank you for your view. Keep spending time with those kids, and I'll check y'all next time. Peace.